guys, what's up? It's Cody here. Sorry for the latest video. I did do one recently about Super Shot. Haven't really had much in the way of progress. Lately, I've just been farming B10 a lot, so I'm just going to run through it pretty quick, show you the team that I use, and how I go about it. So first of all, I'll show you the stats of my guy. So Spitfire's 5-starred +1 to Awakened. He's not too crazy. He has 2 skill ups in his attack buff. I want to skill it up so it goes to 2 turns. I need 1 redstone, so I'm going to have to wait for the end of the month and maybe Mirage Tower next month. These are his runes. This one needs to be +15. I pulled this, I think, yesterday. It's nothing crazy, but it's 22% attack, so it's pretty nice. This one's crit rate. Block rate for this one. And crit damage. So he's on a crit rate, crit damage build. These are Igniter's stats. So Igniter's got the same build, crit rate, crit damage. So this is a nice rune. I'll just try and run through them pretty quick so I can get into a run. I pulled this one as well. This one's only +12. I need to +15 it. It probably is my best crit rate rune at the moment for Igniter. The effect accuracy is really nice, as well as the HP. It just makes him quite a bit tankier. This rune's really nice as well. And that rune's really good too. Ninjini's just kind of on runes. They're not too bad, they're not too great. Like, this rune's pretty crap, but it completes the Fatal set. There's this rune that's not too bad. That rune's okay. I think it was a white rune. That rune's okay as well. That one's pretty nice. And that one's okay as well. So I'll go through a run. With this team as well, one thing to keep in mind, the consistency for a full auto is about 40%, I'd say. So I'll go for and I'll show you a run of full auto. Bear in mind, because it is 40% consistency, more likely than not, it will wipe. The run after, I'm going to show you how I'm farming it. So what I'm doing is basically I target the middle guy in the wave. So when I'm doing something where I want to AFK and like not be at either my phone, computer, tablet, whatever you play on, I'm not farming B10. I'm farming Scenario for gold to upgrade runes I get from B10, as well as like any kind of monsters you want, maybe for invasion or PvP. And then when I'm at the computer or my tablet phone, I farm B10. So I still do it on ×3, and it's really quick, but what I'll do is I'll just focus the middle guy instead. I found it improves the reliability of the runs significantly. It's about 80 to 90% if I do target the middle unit in the stage. Also, with Igniter at the moment, he is just shy of one-shotting the mobs in the runs. So if I'm lucky enough and I pull an attack slot 2 rune that maybe has like a 15% crit rate sub, I think the runs would become a lot more reliable, even on full auto. So this one could pass right. This is actually a really good run where nothing's died in the waves. It just depends on the boss, what skills he uses, if he crits on his beam, etc. And how much Igniter pops off with his Flame Blade proc. So this one's looking pretty good, to be honest. And I just jinx the fuck out of it. So this run is going to wipe. Even if Spitfire double crits, it's still going to wipe. Spitfire is not strong enough. So yeah, it's reliable, but it's not at the same time. So, oh, actually, 1, 2, oh, if that bomb went off and he got his little thing off, I think we would have got it. Anyway, you can see from that, a full auto run, it's not super reliable, but it's not too unreliable either. So if you do really want to farm it, you can get away with ordering it with just those stats. They're not ideal. Obviously, the better you have, the more talents you have upgraded, things like that. Skill ups too is crucial. I forgot to mention, my Ninjini isn't skilled up. My Spitfire has 2 skill ups in his passive, but Igniter is skilled up. So his Mega Slam is max skilled, and his Flame Blade is 1-off being max. So this is fully skilled up. This is skilled up to 55%. I'm not going to waste a redstone on just 5%. I think redstones are too kind of hard to come by. You can only get 1 a month from Mirage Tower, and 1 a month from your daily logins. There's no other ways to get the redstones apart from events or buying them. And I've already done all the quest lines and stuff like that where I can get them. So I'm capped at getting 2 redstones a month. So I'm not going to invest another one into Igniter's passive. I think 55% is good enough. We'll level his first skill up. I may, just for the damage buff, but it's not a priority. With Ninjini too, I don't think Ninjini really needs skill ups. Sure, they would help like increase the consistency of the runs. The more times she procs on her wish blades, the more reliable the runs are going to be. But I don't really think it's a priority. Personally, one of the things I would like to skill up is Gulper. So I would like to skill up his first skill. So when it's max skilled, it goes up to a 3-turn defense buff, which I think is crazy. So a 3-turn defense buff, even if he dies, just having a defense buff for 3 turns, it basically stops the boss from 1 hitting you, and more likely than not 2 hitting you as well. Because with Nijini's crit rate debuff on the boss, plus a 3-turn defense buff, your monsters should be tanky enough to survive the hits, and hopefully you'll have the damage to get through to Revenge. Sometimes I do die to the Revenge procs of the boss. It just depends. Ignited has high crit rate, but he can still glance. It is a lot of RNG. So I've done a few times 10s where I've gotten 9 to 8 successful runs, and some where I've gotten 4 to 3. More likely than not, it's around the 7 mark. But you can get really unlucky. It just depends. So sometimes, depending on who the boss aims, so for example, if he used Blow then and he hit Igniter, that run would have been a definite wipe. It could still wipe, but it's looking pretty good. But now that I've said it, it will probably wipe without a doubt. Nope, I lied, we're good. Right, this one's going to clear. Maybe we'll get a 6-star Legend rune and I'll compare it up on a video. That would be awesome. Speaking of 6-star Legend runes, I did get one. It had pretty decent subs and it was a slot 6 attack percent, but it rolled pretty crap. So I'll give you a look at it. I haven't finished rolling it. It's only +9. So I still do need to +12 the actual rune, but it's not great. It might be a nice rune for maybe Hex, or something like that in the future. So I think a diminished base monster or perhaps a bomber. But I don't really see any units I can put it on at the moment where it would do too well. So this is the rune. If it rolls again into HP, honestly, I think it would be a nice rune for a Hex, for like a Crypt King, any kind of bomber. But it's not like a game-changing rune. Like, for example, if it was a crit rate as the main sub, and it had like, crit rate in one of the subs here, and attack percent in one, like that would have been a game-changing rune that would have significantly increased the reliability of my runs in B10. But as it is, it's not too crazy. So to give you a little bit of an update on my account as well, so I've de-runed my elves. I'm not doing W9 at the moment. I'm focusing most of my stuff on B10. I have Awakened Ember, so she is 5-star +4 Awakened. I have skilled this up twice. I kind of regret it. I'm going to commit to it and get it fully skilled up, but I'm not using her too much at the moment, but I think I will use her in the future for a reliable B10 run. So that's kind of the plan there. Hex has been awakened. I have awakened Hex from the event, so the Master Eon's Guide. I chose Spitfire as my reward. I haven't bought the bonus thing. I won't buy it either. It's just I think it's a bit too expensive, $47. It's good value if you want to spend money on the game, but I'm broke, so there's that. So basically, what I'm doing in the game at the moment is, so when I'm on my phone, laptop, computer, tablet, whatever you play on, I'm farming B10, so I'm aiming the middle guy. When I'm not, when I want to AFK, I am farming Barbella at the moment on hard mode on this stage. So I have almost 400 Barbella shards at the moment. I think she's at 5-star as well. I'm going to double check. Where is she? I probably glanced. Yeah, here she is. So she's 5-star level 60. I really want to awaken her 6-star +5 her. I think she'll be great for PvP, and I don't know how she would go with Invasion. I feel like she'd be decent in it, but it's kind of hard to say until I actually go through and test it myself. But I think she'll be really strong in PvP. So Barbella's one that I want to build. Plus I'm using it to level up Hex and Crypt King. Crypt King's a unit I want to start building as well. With the recent changes to Diminish, he's become really, really strong. So this isn't the team I've been using to farm it. The team I use to farm it is... No, that's not it either. I've been using Nightfall, Crypt King, and Hex. So Nightfall's just there for the lead pretty much, and plus I really like him, so I'd kind of like to play with him at a later stage, so getting some levels into him isn't a bad idea, I don't think. Where is Crypt King? I swear to God, I am blind. I must be missing it. It's probably... There it is. I had the same problem earlier when I was playing on my phone. I could not find it for the life of me. So anyway, I'll show you quickly my talents too, so you know where I'm at with that. So level 16 on the attack one, level 1 on the defense one, 5 on the HP one, and 7 on the magic attack one. So I might do one more B10 run, and then I'm going to wrap the video up. Just a short and sweet one, kind of let you know where I'm at. So my Gulper 2, he's 5-starred +4, level 60. So as well, once he's level 70, 6-starred, etc., the tankier he is, the more reliable the runs are going to be. One thing to note as well, my Ninjini doesn't have very much effect accuracy, but I noticed she still lands the crit rate debuff really often in the waves. So ideally, you know, you want effect accuracy on Ninjini for her to land that debuff, but it's quite hard to get all the stats you want. So you're going to need crit rate, crit damage. You want it to be tanky enough to survive a piercing slash and a couple hits from mobs. You want it to have the effect accuracy to land stuff, enough attack. So the runes are pretty tricky. So with upgrades, it's going to become a lot easier, but until you get those upgrades, I figure you kind of going to have to like jip yourself on 1 or 2 stats. And I found that, you know, the more damage she does, it seems to improve the reliability more so than if she's landing that debuff. Because it still does land, see, for example, then I think she's on about 78% effect accuracy, and that just landed. So with Ninjini as well, I think she hits around 4.8k times 2 for her normal Wishblade slashes. When she's attack buff and the boss's defense broken, and she slaps about 11k. So she does about 20k off of this skill. It's really nice for chipping down the boss. So as you can see, that run was really, really simple. Normally it goes that way if I'm sitting on my phone, laptop, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to wrap the video up here. I'm going to be in B10 for probably, I don't know, the very foreseeable future for a long, until I have a lot of 6-star legend runes or maybe purple runes that roll really well. My goal at the moment is kind of just keep farming Gulper every day, do my extreme dungeons. I'm not too picky of what I get. I prefer Spitfire, Ember, or Starcast, but I pretty much just get any nat 5 that pops into my extreme dungeon. So keep farming B10, go back and farm some gold here and there. My gold's really low at the moment. I was just trying to +15 that rune I had on Spitfire. Sadly, I didn't. And try and get my team to a stage where I can auto B10. Even if it's not 100%, maybe about 80%, I'd be pretty happy with. And then it's just, you know, the more you play, the better runes you get, the more reliable it's going to be. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. Just a short and sweet one. I kind of hope this helped. Maybe have a look at my stats so you can see kind of where to aim for. I'd say my team is kind of or my stats would be kind of like the beginning of where you kind of would want to be to get into B10. Like, I think you could start autoing it and hitting the middle guy with slightly lower stats. It just wouldn't be as reliable, because at the moment my team still isn't super reliable, but it's reliable enough to farm. Okay, so kind of aim for where my stats are at the moment. If you can get them, if you can get higher, fantastic. You'd be able to run with more success than me. And if you're not quite at where the stats of my monsters are, you should probably still be able to do it. It's just going to be a bit of RNG, and maybe get lucky and get a rune that'll help you progress a bit further. Anyway, also big thank you. I think I'm on 97 subscribers at the moment, so I'm almost at 100. I know it's not a big number, but I appreciate it. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe or anything like that. That's fine. It feels kind of like a beggy or charity. You know what I mean? See, that could, I don't know. Now I'm just rambling. I'm going to wrap up before I say something that people are going to be like, well, other people do it, so what's wrong with it? You know, I should stop talking. It's word vomit at this stage. Anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you have any feedback or anything like that. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I make the next video. Probably the next one will be when I have my mods upgraded a bit more and I can run B10 full auto with a lot more reliability. Anyway, peace.